So J-Lo did post a Father's Day message to Ben that has people interested. They've been seen at a few events together recently. Is there reason to believe there's really trouble in paradise?
There's more than trouble. I mean, they're clearly getting divorced. They are selling their family home that they bought. Ben has moved out. She, we know, is privately looking with a Beverly Hills realtor for her own house. Those are not the signs of reconciliation. This marriage is over.
J-Lo and Ben Affleck's love story is heading for a bitter end. Recent events suggest things might be getting messy. Just 2 years after their big reunion, it seems like their relationship is hitting some rough patches once again. From their flashy Vegas wedding to their high-profile appearances, fans have been glued to every twist and turn of Bennifer 2.0. But now, there are hints of a possible legal battle that could completely change their story. J-Lo and Ben Affleck's relationship has been a wild ride of ups and downs. After getting back together after years apart, it seemed like they were meant to have a happily ever after. Their wedding and all the public displays of affection made it seem like they were head over heels for each other. But things started to crack when rumors of them living separately started swirling and Ben was spotted without his wedding ring. The speculation went into overdrive when J-Lo was seen exploring legal options, possibly taking the matter to court over custody issues.
It's been rumored that they are not doing well, separating. He was photographed without his wedding band on, but then they've been seen together ever since. It wouldn't be surprising to me
if they got divorced.
Yeah, if they just weren't doing well. And she liked something on Instagram that was very weird. It was a
carousel?
Yes, of what you need in a relationship or something like that.
Okay, well, that's a tall tale sign.
Yeah, no, a random Instagram account.
She's saving it for later.
Yeah. She's like, you got to read this.
Yeah, and it was your partner doesn't spend time with you. It was all stuff like that, and she liked it. And I was like, J-Lo, what are you doing?
Maybe she needs to go back to her bodega and get to her roots and calm down.
Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck got back together after years apart, causing a lot of excitement. Fans were thrilled to see them enjoying vacations and outings together again, hinting at a fresh start in their love story. But despite the initial excitement, there were signs that things weren't going smoothly. Reports came out that Ben Affleck was living in a mansion in Brentwood while Jennifer Lopez stayed at their Beverly Hills home. This raised eyebrows because it suggested they weren't always together. There were also rumors when Ben Affleck didn't show up to support Jennifer Lopez at events like the Met Gala. Even though reasons were given, like work commitments, people started wondering if something was wrong. Photos of Ben without his wedding ring added to the speculation, making it seem like their relationship might be hitting some bumps. Despite all this, Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck continued appearing together in public, trying to show they were united, but cracks were showing and it became clear to fans and the media that their relationship might not be as perfect as it seemed.
Okay, friends, let's talk about Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. So earlier this week, we got this report from In Touch Weekly, where a source shared that the writing is on the wall and that these two are headed for divorce, and for once, it's not Ben Affleck's fault. Now, unfortunately, this report is not the only piece of evidence we have pointing to these two possibly getting divorced. Kind of proving what that report was saying, Jennifer Lopez was seen earlier this week in Beverly Hills house hunting without Ben. And on top of that, paparazzi caught Ben leaving a house in Brentwood alone earlier today. And apparently he's been seen coming and going from this house, so it does appear as though he's moved out of the home him and Jennifer Lopez share together. In addition to all of that, we also have this report from Life and Style, where a source said that despite everything, Jen and Ben just couldn't make it work. Look, I'll admit, I'm a hopeless romantic, so there was part of me that loved the fact these two reconciled after so many years apart. Having said that though, I did always feel like they were very different, which opposites do attract, but in this case, unfortunately for these two, I think another split is coming. That's just my opinion though, so let me know your thoughts.
Rumors are flying around that Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck might be having some problems, and now it looks like things might be getting legal. Word on the street is that Jennifer is thinking about taking legal action, specifically when it comes to custody arrangements. Sources close to them say that they've been having serious discussions about their future, and Jennifer is considering making their separation official through the legal system. This news has really ramped up the speculation. Apparently, Jennifer has been talking to lawyers to figure out what her rights are and what options she has when it comes to Ben's kids from his previous marriage. It's a big change from how things used to be when they seemed so happy together. Now, everyone's focused on the legal side of things, which just adds another layer of complexity to their already complicated lives. With all this legal stuff going on, people are going crazy with the idea that Jennifer and Ben might be getting a divorce. They are even talking about how it would affect their money, since they're worth a combined $550 million. Meanwhile, experts are also weighing in on how their assets would be divided, including their fancy $65 million mansion in LA that they bought not too long ago. All this divorce talk has got everyone wondering what's going to happen next. And the custody stuff just adds to the drama, because it's not just about them anymore, it's about Ben's kids too. Even though Jennifer and Ben haven't said much publicly about their relationship or the legal stuff, their actions are speaking pretty loudly. Jennifer talking to lawyers and Ben not wearing his wedding ring when he's out in public definitely says something. The tabloids are eating it all up, analyzing every move and word from the couple. It's all anyone can talk about on social media too. It's crazy to think how things have gone from a fairy tale reunion to all this legal stuff. It just shows how hard it is to have a high-profile relationship when everyone's watching your every move. They've got some big decisions to make that could change their lives, and the whole world is waiting to see what happens next with Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck.
J-Lo apparently loves love, and I thought, well, if J-Lo loves love, then this is gonna work itself out. But you're saying, whoa, 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 not so fast, right?
Yeah, I did not know this was a thing. But look, Ben Affleck is an addict. We know that. He has an alcohol problem. He's been very open about it. She, too, is an addict. She is a love addict. Again, I didn't know this was a thing, but a love addict is somebody who falls really fast and really hard. And then they fantasize about the relationship and think it's going to be at that incredibly romantic level all the time. And then when it comes down to reality, they can't handle it. And when the relationship ends, they just immediately jump in to the next relationship, and they never have alone time to reflect. That is Jennifer Lopez to a T, that she has never had alone time her entire adult life. She always bounces from one to the next. And, there's actually, and I didn't know this either, there's a 12-step program for love addicts.
Oh, wow.
But this is a real thing that we get into.
There's a lot of talk about Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck possibly getting divorced. People are really digging into their money situation and how it would all be split up if they do split up. They've got a ton of cash, like $550 million from their careers and investments in stuff like real estate and businesses. Experts are saying that selling their $65 million mansion in LA might be a sign that something big is about to happen. They're also talking about how complicated it would be to divide up all their money, especially if they didn't have a prenup. It could get pretty messy. People are reacting to the news in all sorts of ways. Fans are really bummed out and can't believe it, especially after they got back together. They're talking about it on social media and using hashtags to share their thoughts and guess why they're breaking up. A person commented saying, "Jennifer has lost her mind. This is revengeful." Another one wrote, "She has no right to have Ben's kids. They are not related to J-Lo. They are Jen Garner's kids with Ben ... Therefore J-Lo can't get custody." So, some fans are feeling bad for Jennifer Lopez and how all this attention might be affecting her. Others are calling out both of them for not being able to make it work, even after trying to get back together. Some people are even saying they saw this coming because of their past relationships.
If you guys don't know, there were always rumors back in 2000 that one of the reasons things didn't work out between J-Lo and Ben is because they thought that J-Lo was like some Puerto Rican Bronx garbage, trash. Now, I know what you're saying, right? Back then, they looked at her as the girl that was running the streets with Diddy, this little Latina girl from the block. And Ben's family is very much like Goodwill Hunting, Bossy, South Indy. I'm just saying, I can see back then very old-fashioned parents. She's also very much like Ben's mom. Now, that said, Ben was still the weak one that let those people get into their heads because at the end of the day, they were just jealous. On top of that, Jennifer Lopez, you didn't know she went through training, I believe, after the Ben Affleck divorce to learn to be more likable because so many people couldn't stand her.
So Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck are possibly going to court, and people are really interested in Jennifer's side of things and what she might be planning. Some reports say she's looking into custody stuff, which would be a big change in their relationship. People close to them are saying Jennifer wants to be independent and focus on her kids and her own happiness. There are rumors that she wants custody arrangements that work with her busy schedule. We don't know all the details, but it seems like she's ready to put herself first and think about her own future, no matter what happens with Ben. On the other hand, Ben Affleck's response to all this legal stuff gives us a glimpse into his perspective and how their relationship is changing. Reports say he's dealing with it privately and focusing on co-parenting and finding solutions that work for both of them. Ben has been saying and doing things that show he's taking a calm approach to the legal stuff. He's really focused on their kids and making sure they're okay. People close to him say he wants to keep things friendly with Jennifer while they figure out the legal side of things.
Okay, friends, let's talk about Jennifer Lopez. As of today, J.Lo announced that she is officially canceling this tour in its entirety due to family reasons. A rep for Live Nation released a statement saying that Jen feels like she needs to focus on her kids and her family and friends right now. J.Lo also released a statement saying that she is heartbroken and devastated that she had to cancel this tour and that she wouldn't have done so unless it was absolutely necessary. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this cancellation is bad for J.Lo on multiple levels. One, it's gonna fuel rumors that things are not good with her and Ben Affleck. Although I'm not gonna lie, I don't think that's entirely the reason why she's canceling. I think this is just a convenient excuse for her right now, because a few months ago, J.Lo actually quietly canceled several of her tour dates due to tickets not selling. And then even just last month, J.Lo tried to rebrand her tour. And then even earlier this month, we got this report from the Daily Mail where sources said her team was stressed over the lack of ticket sales. So this news isn't too shocking. I just think it's interesting that J.Lo's using her family as the reason for why she's canceling. Obviously, she's not gonna say it's because the tickets aren't selling, but still, she's been working overtime trying to deny these Ben rumors. And I just think it's funny now she's kind of leaning into them.
Now, as we all know, Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck's legal drama has been all over the news. Relationship experts have been giving their 2 cents on the situation. They're saying that being a famous couple like Jennifer and Ben comes with its own set of challenges, especially when it comes to dealing with personal issues in the public eye. The media and fans can really put a strain on things. Emily Morse, a relationship expert, chimed in on the whole legal mess, saying that famous couples have a tough time keeping things private and working through their problems. She stressed the importance of communication and respect in any relationship, but especially for celebrities who have their personal lives constantly under a microscope. And it's not just about Jennifer and Ben. Insiders who know how Hollywood works are saying that their situation is a reflection of what's happening in the industry as a whole. Fame, career demands, and personal goals all come into play when it comes to celebrity relationships. It's a tricky balance to maintain a public image while dealing with private struggles. From a legal standpoint, attorney and celebrity commentator Lauren Lake gave some insight into the potential legal consequences of Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck's legal actions. She talked about the importance of confidentiality agreements and having a good lawyer when going through a high-profile divorce or custody battle. The well-being of their kids should always be a top priority, even when things are messy in their personal lives. But what are your thoughts on Jennifer and Ben's legal battle? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more updates. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more celebrity news.